We're not doing this in the rain, are we?
No. But now I gotta wait till either it starts thundering or night.
Yeah, this is what it's all about.
Oh, this is definitely going in my video.
Oh, this should be your intro. What are you talking about?
Yep. Welcome back to Ramble Season 3. I am sorry, it has been almost 6 months, I think, since my last video. And as a way of an explanation, I just got caught up in recording. I recorded from December until March. Just little bits here and there. I mean, it was just whenever I could find time, I was just recording little clips. And then I dropped everything into Premiere to edit it. And I discovered that I had over 3 hours of footage to go through. And so today we're going to try to do that. We're going to try to get through that. I don't know that I can get that down to a 20 to 30 minute episode, so it may end up being 2. We'll see. But we got a lot of cool stuff going on here. So first off, let's jump over to the shopping district. And I built my armor trim shop. And I've got a time lapse for you guys. Let's check that out. Finish up that, I had to meet up with Endevar, and you saw a little clip of that at the beginning, but let's check that out. Met up with Endevar to ask him for a little help. Hey!
Hello, how's it going?
It's going well. As you can see, I have a new shop here.
Yep, very fancy.
Yep, I'm pretty
Always
excited.
over the top, that's your style.
Yep.
Like it.
Yeah, definitely set the bar with that Enderman farm, so, you know, had to...
Yeah, definitely.
Keep on going that route.
Yeah,
but
this is looking cool.
Speaking of over the top,
Yeah.
I want some beacons.
Army man?
Sticking out of the top. So I heard you might be able to help me out with that.
Yeah, well, I had 3 spare anyway.
Oh, nice.
So I went and got a few more skulls and got another 2. So I have 4 and another 1 spare for myself. So.
Oh, well, fantastic.
You want the 4?
I do. I do want 4.
You do. Right.
And I have something that I think you might want.
Okay. Let's see what you got. Ooh. Yes. Yeah. I want that.
Swift Sneak 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you've had Swift Sneak, you can't go back. Look at this.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm so loving this. It's so much better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually keep on tripping out as I'm building. Like I'll be like squatting down, and then I'm like, oh, I'm moving really fast. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the first time I used Swift Sneak, I was bridging out over the end.
Oh.
And then it was going really fast. Like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah.
Thought someone was glitching. I was going to fall in. Oh no. This is just this is how Minecraft is now. That's
Yep. There you go. So yeah, you know, no complaints.
Yeah. Right. So appreciate this. I have a couple of other things for you as well to sweeten the deal, but I also have a request.
Okay.
And it's not going to take any sales away from your other shop because I'm planning on building a crazy storage system.
Okay.
Including shulker loaders, shulker box loaders.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was thinking, for these beacons, could we do 2 stacks of shells for each one?
Yeah.
So 8
I think we
stacks.
could do that. Yeah.
And I'll give you these as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That crazy enough?
Done. Do you want us to take them out of the shop?
Yep, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, perfect.
And then 4 beacons up.
Oh! Alright, so we got some black stained glass on top of these beacons so that we will get black beams sticking out, and then we've got bottom slabs which allow the beacons to still function, because you can't have any solid blocks on top of beacons, but bottom slabs don't count, so we can still have a solid top to our roof, which is, snazzy. And we're just going to throw up, and I want regeneration for this last one, so we'll just go with strength and regeneration. Alright, so give a little help to the shopping district here with some boosts, and then we're just going to look at this and jump on down here. There she blows! And then here is where we're selling all the armor trims. And there's all the supplies there for people to duplicate them as well. So that should be perfect. Ramblers, come on over. Grab some armor trims. Next, I got to work back in our forest and started on some structures up in the trees. So I wanted to have kind of a structure with, bridges in between, or, multiple structures with bridges in between. And this one came out pretty good. I haven't put the roof on it yet, but I'm pretty happy with how this is working. And one of the things that I really want to do with this is I want to be able to access things in multiple ways, all by foot. Like, I don't want to have to fly, but I obviously will also build things so that flying is practical. So in this case, I'm going to actually build an access chute here through the center of the tree. The other thought I had, so I've got this little bridge going over here, and this house has come together nicely. I like it. I got this little bridge going over this tree, and one of the things you see a lot in redwood forest is fire damage on the trees. It's a big part of the redwood life cycle, actually, and so I thought, well, that makes a lot of sense to integrate into this build, and so I've got some charcoal, and I've also got a bunch of skulk that I'm thinking I'm going to integrate into that. I think it'll give it kind of a cool, I don't want it to exactly be like embers in the charcoal, but it'll be little glowing bits, and I like the magical sense with the blue. I think it'll really add a lot to this, so we're going to throw some charcoal in here, and let's see. I guess we probably want to go down one more here, maybe? Yeah. Well, I'm going to play with this a little bit, and we'll see what we come up with. So I am super excited with how this came out, especially in the rain. This just looks so cool. So we got these little glowing skulk bits in there with the charcoal. It looks so dark, but it's like, oh, it's going to be a perfect... So what I'm thinking is from here, I might put a ladder up, and that would be like the access to some sort of house up here in the tree. Oh, it looks so good in the rain. Oh, I'm loving this. Now I'm down underneath the tree that we hollowed out. Not the charcoal one, the other one. This is where I think we're going to do our storage system. And so I am just hollowing out a huge area. And as I get going on this, I'm starting to think maybe it's time for me to get another beacon, or maybe go steal one from my shop. I don't know, because this is taking forever. I never know whether it's worth making the jump to a beacon, especially since I don't have one yet. But I think it's worth it. I mean, I've made some progress, for sure. But even as I do this, I think I want it to be way bigger than this. Like, way, way, way bigger than this. So, I've already got 3 wither skulls. I think we just jump over to the end and let's make this happen. I don't know if Endevar built this or if somebody else did, but yeah, there's where Endevar was getting all my wither roses. Alright, so we just need 4 soul sand in here, and then we need our 3 wither skulls. Hey, I got an advancement. Yay. Okay, we're going to back up here a little bit so we don't get boomed. And 3, 2, 1. So loud! Oh my goodness. Okay. We're just going to whack away at this guy and get ourselves a beacon. Oh, it's so much better. Oh, it's going to go so much faster now. Yay! I'm not usually a huge fan of building with birch, but in this case, I had to chop down so many birch trees to get the birch leaves for my trees that I have this massive abundance of birch, and so I'm thinking this is a great way to use it because there's lots of walls here, and so that'll be good. So we're just gonna fill this in with birch and see how that goes. Alright, so I've done birch walls here and some oak kind of accents around the edges, which I think looks really good. Filled in some roof here to make it a little more varied, which I'm really happy with. I think that looks super good. I've got the little detail here with the barrel, which makes it look like there's like a chain wrapped around the wood. It's kind of a cool little effect. And then I just did some little piles around here on the floor. And we need to do something with the floor for sure, but I'm really happy with how these came out. And the stairs just feel kind of Star Wars-esque to me. Like they're just floating there. And then this is where we're going to do our storage. So that hasn't even been carved out yet. But I am super excited about how this entryway has come out. And it's really like making me feel inspired for the overall layout of the main storage area. So I'm super excited about that. And now we just need a way out. I keep flying out of here, and I repeatedly smack against the walls of the tree and all of that good stuff, and it's just not working well. I've almost died multiple times trying to get out of this place. So we need a nice, easy way out, which I think just means bubble elevator. So I'm going to throw some logs around this. We'll get some water in here. We will have a way to get out of our storage area without risking death every single time. So that'll be great. And toss in a couple of fence gates. These up. Water on top. And grow the kelp. Yay! And up we go. Whee! Alright, perfect. That will be very helpful. Alright, and then I guess we'll just... For now, we can just fly down here, I guess, but I need to add some water so that we can drop in there without having to worry about it. Okay, so I have hollowed out the ceiling of my trading hall, and I think this looks amazing. You can see the little glowstone there, but by adding these half slabs here, it will be completely invisible. Well, first you need to finish that up. Okay. If we add in half slabs all along here, we got perfectly invisible lighting. There's no way to see the glowstone back there. No matter what, it will be invisible. And then we'll just do the same thing all the way around. All right, so that's looking great. We've now got a nice ceiling here and some nice little details here with stairs just to give it some interest. And yeah, a few of these frog lights where they're going to be visible. But yeah, that's looking really good. All right, let's get the rest of this carved out. Okay, I'm putting in my last few chests here. So much wood, but you know, we've got lots of that. Oh, this is looking great. I am so happy with how this has come together. Oh, this will be perfect. There should be plenty of storage space. Should be able to organize everything really nicely in here. I'll have to get it all labeled, but yeah, this is looking really good. So over here, I've got kind of some plans for that, so that's a little bit different, but the rest of it, I've got smokers around the top, I've got furnaces around the bottom, I've got just kind of random piles all around, so these should be really helpful. I can, you know, grab a furnace just about anywhere. I've got smokers all along here. Not that I really use smokers, but I just thought they looked cool, so they're all facing backwards, so they just look like kind of these cool bar things around there. And yeah, this is a little boring back here, the walls at least. I think I want to do something with that, but we're looking pretty good. We got a nice trading hall here, and yeah, we'll have to figure out what to do with some of this other space. But the trading hall is now basically done. We just need a floor. And now we have a floor. Oh, that's looking really good. Oh, I'm really pleased. that floor really makes a big difference, doesn't it? Oh man, okay, that's looking fantastic. Now all we need to do is label, and that's going to take a bit of time because I got to figure out how I want to organize everything, but let's get to it. All right, so I've made pretty good progress here. We've got item frames up everywhere, and I have started creating categories for everything. So back here, we're going to have our micro blocks. So I've got categories for all of those, which is great because those are really fun to use in building and stuff. So it's nice to have those organized so that I can find them easily. I got some extra space here because I think I'm going to need even more. Got all of our mob heads here, and if we get any player heads, those will go in there. And mob drops. So yeah, really well organized. I think this should be pretty easy to find what I'm looking for. We used about 3/4 of the room, and a lot of these have just a tiny bit in them, but we still have a fair bit of space left over, so that's great. We've got some space to drop extra stuff in as we find things we need for. And then these chests or barrels, I have just put random empty shulkers in, a whole bunch of them, and so that'll allow me, just when I'm working in here, to just grab shulkers, and I can jump over here if I need a furnace or a crafting table. So I think this is going to be really good. I think it's going to be really easy to work with. I'm hoping. All right, on to the next project. So one of the things that's driving me crazy is the location of my nether portal. It is down in the middle of a tree, and to be honest, I can never find it. Like, legit can't find it. I fly around looking for it all the time. I usually have to fly way out here and then turn around, and then I can usually find it. But there's so many trees. So I think it's right over here. There it is. Oh, I saw the purple. And yeah, and now that we've got so much going on, it's like it's hard to get to. So anyways, here's the nether portal. That needs to end. That needs to not... Oh, we got a little mob farm going on in that tree too. This needs to not be the nether portal anymore. This makes no sense. Not a good place for it. And I have an awesome idea. So, in the Ewok forest, on that moon of Endor, is where the, shield area is, right? That the Empire has to shield the Death Star. And I'm thinking over here, if I cleared out a little bit of area, we could build like a bunker type thing here that looks kind of like that, and then turn that into our nether portal room. I think that would be super cool. So I'm going to clear this out a little bit, and we'll see if we can't make a location for our nether portal. So I've cleared it out. I've added a little bit of a pathway here, which I think was really good. And just even flying in, this is great. It's really obvious. It's really clear. Maybe we'll put a couple of trees in front of it or something, but it'll be easy to get to once I get used to flying up here. And then this will be the entrance to the bunker area. And I'm thinking we need just like in the original, in the movie, there's a cool entry area, and then there's a door. I don't think I'm gonna put the door in. We'll pretend the door's open, but we gotta clear this out. All right, so we got a little bit of a hole here. And then I just need to do some detailing. Maybe we'll use some basalt and different forms of stone brick and that kind of thing. I think that could look good. All right, we'll play around with this a little bit, see if we can't get ourselves a decent looking entryway. All right, so I got a little carried away. We got more than an entryway. I've pretty much finished the room. But super happy with how this is coming out. I still need to build something in these little bays off to the sides. I want to build, there was big shield generators. Yes, that's awesome. And so they threw the grenade in to blow them up. I want to have stuff in these little cubby holes, and I need to finish off the bottoms and stuff. But let's see if this links us back up to our nether portal. It does. Fantastic. Okay, so we're good to go. We just keep using the same portal, which is perfect. Let's make sure this comes back to the same place. Oh, okay, comes to this one. I guess if we just break this one, then we'll be good to go. All right, we'll break this, and still need some detail work, but we are in really, really good shape. We just about have our nether portal room done. And with a little bit more work, I think we can call this finished. I don't really know what these things are. Some sort of Star Wars-y looking contraptions. We'll call them shield generators, I guess. Maybe they're portal generators. They're generating the nether portal. A little bit of a merger of Minecraft and the Star Wars lore. I don't know. Anyways, I think they look amazing. I'm super happy with how this came out. Yeah. Okay. Well, fantastic. Okay, so this one, I'm super excited to show you guys. I didn't actually record working on this, but oh, I'm so pleased. It came out so well. All right, so over here, this little hidden button. You drop down here, and you can run up these stairs. Voila! We are now in our portal room, which will be super handy just getting around. And then over here, again, nondescript button. And voila, we are in our trading hall again. Not trading hall, storage room. That's the word I was looking for. I keep calling this a trading hall. I don't know why. Maybe we should do that. But yeah, we have a storage room, and we have easy access to it from our portal, easy access to our portal from it. Oh, it's fantastic. That's going to be so much better, so much easier to get around rather than coming in through the tree all the time. Yes. Okay. Super happy. And I also built one other little secret compartment here. And so when we fly in here to our little portal room, there is a little button. You see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? There's actually two, but only one of them does anything. How does this one? So we now have this little passageway here. And you can see, obviously, there's a bubble elevator. But we can also drop down. I love the way this looks with their fog lights. It's so cool. We can drop all the way down to mining level. So if I'm in need of diamonds or even just wanting to mine some deep slate, we can just jump all the way down. And this pumps all the way back up. And I aligned this with polished deep slate all the way down with frog lights, accent it. I just think it looks super cool. Goes well with the Star Wars theme that we got going on. Yeah, it's so cool. It's so fantastic. All right. Yes. Okay, so we are in really, really good shape. We've got a storage room. We've got easy access down to mining level. We've got easy access to everything, despite it looking like it's kind of not easy to access. So that's super fun. We've got these great pathways going all over the place. Oh, this is starting to look really good. I'm really happy. Okay. Next, it was time to populate my city. We've been talking about this being an Ewok village for a long time, and it's starting to look like one, but there's no Ewoks. So I had to do something about that. Hello, I am an Ewok. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I will now kill myself. Many, many, many times. I missed. Repeatedly missed. Oh, come on. Come on. You got it. Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, yeah, there we go. And again. Yay! And we connect the head. Very nice. That will come in handy. All right, let's get a lot of these. All right, so I've been at this for a while, killing myself over and over and over, and I now have a total of 30 Ewok heads in varying types. So I think that will do us pretty well. I think we'll be able to populate up an interesting looking village. So let's go get ourselves some villagers. Hello there. I don't know if you guys have seen this happen. They did this on their own. They climbed up and they went into that little box, and apparently they can't jump over the trap doors. I don't know, they just get stuck there. But hey, I'm not complaining because that means I can use that to transport them over to my holding area. So let's do that. And away you go. Be free, little villager. Yay! And you too. Go to your friend. Yay! Whoops. Alright, so we've got our 2 villagers over here, and they are farming away. And we're going to toss some carrots in here so that they will start breeding up soon. And I've got a little area for the babies to drop in, so we now have a villager breeder. And after a little bit of a wait, we have our first few grown villagers, separate from the breeder. So there's a few in here, more will collect in there, and I've got my little rail so that I can grab them, and they come over here so that I can do this. That's okay. We gotta grab these heads. Let's just grab that one. Let's just make sure this works just with the one. And yes! Oh, I have my first Ewok. That's fantastic. All right, I'm gonna get to this. We're gonna put heads on our villagers. We're gonna need a place for them to go, though. We talked earlier about, I said trading hall by accident when I meant storage room, but maybe it's time to get a trading hall going and see if we can't populate it with Ewoks. That would be fantastic. All right, so after many, many, many hours, I have bred my villagers. I have zombified them. I have cured them right here. And I have built a trading hall. And we now have almost a full trading hall. These farmers look ridiculous. The hats like go right through the middle of their faces. Anyways, this is great. So I've got a full trading hall of Ewoks. And I've been training them down so I can get some cheap trades. And this is... I've got everything that I need in here. We're going to do some armor smiths and weaponsmiths or armorers, weaponsmiths over in these extra spots off to the left here, but everybody's trained up. All the trades are cheap. I've moved all of my librarians, and I need a few more here and some probably masons to finish this out, and that is in process. We're going to get that finished up, but we're in good shape. Well, ladies and gentlemen, despite all of that footage, I managed to get through everything. So down here we've got a little map. I just want to give you guys kind of a tour of everything that's been done. I cut a fair bit of footage in order to try to get this under 30 minutes. I'm still not sure I'm going to pull it off with this little outro here, but trading hall is done. Completely done. All the villagers have been converted to Ewoks. They are all in here, and so these bookshelves up here are actually significant. So there's a bookshelf, so that means that this guy sells bookshelves. Now there's also, so he sells just bookshelves, and then this one, you can see this is the bookshelf that you can put books on and off. Can't remember what they're called. So he sells bookshelves and buys books, and then these ones only buy books. They don't sell bookshelves. So I can use that for emerald generation, which would be super handy. They've all been converted, trained, whatever you want to call it, so that the trades are as cheap as possible. We filled in all the masons, armorers, weaponsmiths, toolsmiths. I have everything. Everybody's trained down fully. A completely stocked out trading hall. Every librarian trade I need. I can grab more villagers over here if we need to, but I don't think I'm going to need to. I think we are now done. So fully functional trading hall, which is fantastic. And obviously you guys saw the storage room already. that I can't tell you how handy that has already been, just with the work that I've been doing. Speaking of the work that I've been doing, I don't really have a whole lot of footage of this, but I did a ton of work up in the trees up here and built houses. So we've got houses with bridges going in between them, and I'm so pleased with how they came out. I mean, they're really starting to come together. There's not a lot of detail to them yet, but there is a framework here. They're really, I mean, I'm starting to actually see this as a village, and every single one of these houses is accessible from the ground. So it's actually like reasonable that the Ewoks could live here. Like this one, obviously, I will never use this. This takes forever. There's nothing up there that's useful anyways. It's just this spiral staircase that goes on forever. But this is actually maneuverable. Like, we can get all the way down to the ground. The Ewoks could get up to their houses. This is so many stairs. So many stairs. But down at the bottom here is our little farming area. What was that? Is that a fox? I don't know. I've never heard that sound before. That was crazy. Okay. Yeah. A little breeder area there. That's cool. You can hear our bred baby villagers that have not filtered down into the main area yet. I think there's some foxes down there too. Yeah. Did not think about the fact that foxes could get caught in the villager breeder. Definitely have collected my fair share of foxes down in there. But you can see here, I've got flowers all around. All of these like ancient flowers, which I love. I think they add a ton to the kind of exotic, otherworldly sense of the place. Like, it really makes a big difference. As to how it all feels, I feel like, you know, a lot of the area that there's not around the path, like, it's just standard forest, but maybe we could do some more stuff over here. I don't know. Anyways, I got along the river here, I've got the flowers. Along the pathway, I've got the flowers. It's really looking good. I love the way this looks at night. This is such a fun project. This has been an absolute blast to build. Again, here's a couple more houses up here that I built. No details to them. I've just got torches on them right now because they were turning into mob farms. That is one of the problems with this base, is it's so well lit up that if there is any space for a mob to spawn, like, immediately there's a million mobs. I don't think I've actually mentioned this yet, but I did grab a couple of allays as I was wandering around. And as far as I can tell, they're kind of irritating and useless. Yeah, if you know what to do with allays, let me know. I gave them both sugarcane so that they could, like, collect sugarcane for me, which was cool. But then they were following me around all the time and getting lost, and I don't know how to make them, like, stay still. So they're tied up for now. That's the best I could do. Yeah, anyways. Super happy with how this project has come out. There's probably a little bit more work we could do on it. But honestly, I might wrap it here. We might just call this done. This is by far the biggest thing I've ever tried to undertake in Minecraft. I feel like it really came together pretty well for what I wanted it to be. I'm super happy. And we are actually talking about getting started with our next season relatively soon, so I'm not sure I'm going to have any more time. So maybe until then, goodbye.